Hey guys, thank you so much for choosing At Home Yoga with Nicole to do your practice today. If you like this video, be sure to check out my Patreon, which is listed in the show notes. Also subscribe because a new class is going to be out every single Monday. And then if you'd like to donate for content creation for future videos, you can always donate at Venmo or PayPal. All of that's listed on my Instagram at Home Yoga with Nicole, all one word. Thank you so much. Enjoy your practice. Welcome to At Home Yoga with Nicole. I am Nicole. This is my home. And today we're going to be working on a class called The Head and the Heart. All about connecting to how you're actually feeling in the pose, just mentally what you're bringing to the mat, and then doing a bunch of heart openers, really connecting to that center part because we tend to really tighten up when we're in moments of stress or when the weather is cold, which it is right now for where I am. So if you're ready, we'll head to our mats. We're going to start in a seated position, something that feels good to you. So if you have a cushion nearby, tucking it under the booty is always nice. You can also roll up a towel, tuck it under there. And your legs can be in whatever configuration feels good for you today. Let's make this feel good. As always, this is your class, so that means if anything I do that I'm guiding you through doesn't feel right to your body, skip it, modify it, find a different variation that feels right to you. It's all about listening to your body today, and all days. But today especially, really feel if it's not agreeing with you, you want to make this feel juicy and nice and tender. So find that comfortable seat. Your arms can relax wherever they naturally fall. If it is at your knees, you can turn the palms down for grounding. You can turn the palms up if you're feeling open and available. And allow the eyes to power down or just a soft gaze on the screen if you're reading captions. And start to connect to your breath. When I say connect to your breath, it's really connecting the brain, the mind, the knowledge, the awareness with the heart, with the breath. So we're always trying to make those two dance together. So just notice that you're breathing. And if you're someone who connects to images, like I am, very visual, imagine the breath like waves on your favorite beach, rolling in and rolling out. Check in that your jaw is relaxed here, that you're not furrowing the brow, and that your shoulders are open and rolling down the spine. And I want to ask you, authentically, truthfully, how are you today? How are you feeling? What are you bringing to the mat today that you're hoping to honor and lift? What are you bringing to the mat today that you're hoping to acknowledge and set free with your breath? And those are big questions. You may not have the answers, and that's okay. And then start to connect to the sounds around you. The sounds in the room. You're at home, so there may be children running nearby or practicing next to you. Your partner may be cooking in the other room, or your roommate next door. You may hear neighbors or birds outside, or your dog may be barking. My dog most likely will bark today. But we're not going to pretend we're anywhere that we're not. We're sitting on our mat in whatever room you've chosen to do your practice. And let's just quiet the mind enough to focus specifically specifically on sound. And then begin to notice the space around the outside of your body. How is it feeling? Are you cold or warm? Feel the difference between where clothes are touching your body versus the bareness of your body. And notice the space, the air around the outside of you. What is the quality of that air? And as if you've got a bubble outlining the entire body here, how far does your bubble stretch? Is it holding you close like a hug? Is it taking up the vast space in this room? Does it go beyond your home, your apartment, your house? Notice. And then start to connect to the smells in your room. Perhaps you can smell your deodorant, your mat cleaner, maybe clean laundry or dirty without judgment. Notice if there are any smells lingering in the air. I put some spicy oils on my arms today, and that's what I'm smelling. And then finally start to connect to the taste in your mouth. Maybe you just brushed your teeth. Maybe you just drank coffee or had dinner. Or maybe it's just the lingering taste of cool water. But notice. And then taking a moment to set an intention for your practice. So just make it one word, simple, short, something that you feel that you need to dedicate your practice to today. Maybe it's gratitude or patience. Maybe it's joy or laughter. Maybe it's determination or strength. Whatever it is, let's bring that word to the space behind the third eye, and we'll do 3 nice cleansing breaths. Breathing in that one word, breathing out anything that doesn't serve us right now. So we'll do deep inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. Feel free to put some sound on that breath, so sighing it out, just as we did if you took my twist and shout video class. I have a little itch in my nose that will not leave. Let's do it. Focus on that one word intention. Inhale through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Nice, another one. Deep inhale in and sigh it out through the mouth. Last one, let's make it your best, your strongest, your deepest. Let's do this. Inhale through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Excellent. And now letting those eyes flutter open if they've been shut, let's bring your hands together in prayer in front of us. Bring that prayer to the heart. Lift the heart up to the sternum. Nice tall version of yourself. And then bow the chin to the chest. Feel the length of the back of the spine. Notice how it feels in your body. Check in with those shoulders and breathe. then we will take the head and just a slow rock from side to side. Continue to engage in those hands, encouraging those shoulders to come together and kiss one another behind you. Just a passive heart opener here. And also some nice love to the neck. And then slow it down. Chin to chest, lift up. Release those arms. Nice. Just do a little shake. Shake it out. If you're feeling stiff, encourage yourself to just flow, move around for a good reset. To say, hey, let go a little bit. Find your ease. I needed to just now. So now we're going to bring the arms up into cactus arms or goal post arms. Fingers are open. And thinking of yourself as a little cactus here. Maybe the elbows can reach back a little bit farther. If you've got tight shoulders like me, it may be difficult. So just notice where your edge is today. The heart opens and maybe the gaze comes up. Just slightly a diagonal forward, like you're performing in a Greek theater. And we just want to avoid the crunch of the neck. And we're going to flow with this. Now you're going to feel your arms turn on the longer we hold this. Give yourself breaks if you need. It's the beginning. Take your time, listen to your body. So each inhale will open up. On the exhale, elbows kiss, wrists kissed, gaze comes forward. Let's try it again. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close. Pardon the sound in my video. Inhale. Just a little tornado test as they do the first Wednesday of every month. Exhale, close. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I didn't either. Inhale until I moved to the Midwest. Exhale, close. We'll do two more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Nice. Keep those hands together. Let the elbows reach out. We're going to take the right hand, bring it to the left knee, and get just a nice seated twist here. Each inhale lengthening up. Each exhale turning a little bit farther. Imagine the spine like a towel that you're just wringing out. We want to make sure that it's not a crank. You don't need to push. Just use this hand here to encourage. Breathe. On your next inhale, lengthen. Exhale, float forward, and we'll do the other side. Left hand to right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Sit tall. Noticing the twist not just in the upper spine, but the center and the lower back as well. Continuing to let the breath travel all the way down to the lower belly. So don't let it get stuck up here in the heart. Let's let it release. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, let's float forward. Nice. Now we're going to make our way to our hands and knees, but let's do it in a way that's gentle and tender and taking care of our own body. Let's nurture ourselves as we move between poses. So whether that means taking your time, dancing on your way there, whatever works for you. Then opening those tree frog fingers, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees. Press the tops of the feet down into the mat. Tabletop position. Push the earth away. Tabletop should be a little bit of work, the same way mountain pose is. We're engaging here. And then taking this moment to listen to your heart and do whatever movement feels right to you. So I'm going to just call this organic movement time. Maybe you begin with some cat-cow, which is great. But then give yourself the freedom to play. Listen to to what your body needs. And sometimes this can be really intimidating for people. They want to hear exactly how to do it right, but there's no right. You know, maybe you come through center and back. Maybe it's imagining there's a big barrel and you want to circle through it. But just giving your spine, your hips, your neck that love, and listening to both your head and your heart to what feels good. Woo. And then when you feel good, like you've done a lot of great movement, we're going to open the knees as wide as the mat, bring your toes together, and pull back into an extended child's pose. Relax your forehead down to the mat. Take a moment, and I'm just lifting my head up so that I can speak to you. Find this release. So where is your balance here of effort and ease? Do you need to turn up your effort a little bit more to be in balance? Or do you need to encourage a little more ease? Each inhale, focus on that one-word intention. Each exhale, reach that booty back towards those heels. Release the shoulders, the elbows can relax. And just enjoy this moment. On your next inhale, start to walk the hands up, and then coming back through your tabletop, we're going to tuck those toes under and reach the booty back for your first downward dog. Pedal it out. Again, prepping that downward dog in any way that feels good. Maybe a deep bend of the knees and then a peel up. Maybe it's a bending of one knee and then the other. Or something I love to do, let's all do this. On the inhale, lift the heels as high as you can. On the exhale, go extra slow, like you're lowering the heels through chocolate mousse. And it's just squishing out. Nice downward dog. Check in that you've got an internal rotation of the hips. How do you do that? Turn those toes in slightly. And an external rotation of the shoulders. How do I do that, Nicole? Turn the front of the elbow in towards the front of your mat. So hug those side muscles inward. Let's do a nice cleansing breath here. I just did one. Let's all do it. Inhale through the nose and side out through the mouth. Excellent. Root down through the right foot. Let's inhale the left foot up. Nice and straight. Look between those hands. Step through. Lower that back knee. You can keep the toe tucked or untucked, whatever feels right. Nice and slow. Let's walk up. Check that the knee is stacked over the ankle. Inhale, arms up if that feels right to you today. Low lunge. Squeezing everything to the center. This femur bone is coming back. Breathe. Gaze is forward. Open your eyes just a little bit wider. And notice if it makes a difference. On your next inhale, lengthen through those fingertips. On the exhale, we're going to open those cactus arms, heart opener to the sky. Breathe here. Challenging that balance. Knowing that no moment lasts forever. Take your time, give yourself breaks. Give yourself grace. Inhale back through center. front of your mat down, tuck the toes, step back into plank, or modified, whichever feels right today. Then we'll lower knees, chest, chin, or lower through chaturanga, cobra or baby cobra, release down, and back up through to downward dog. Breathe. We're going to do the other side now. Root down through the left foot, inhale, right leg up. Look between those hands, step on through. Lower the back knee. Making your way up and checking in with your form. Are you pressing down through that back foot? Find that rooted energy. How does it feel? Inhale, arms up. Connect to your breath, connect to your one-word intention. Long neck, powerful pose. You are strong. Inhale, lengthen through the fingers. Exhale, find those cactus arms. Back bend, heart opener. We're doing it. Find the joy in the pose. Feel those shoulders open up. Release them down from the ears. Energy through the fingertips. Keep breathing for 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale, paint down. Tuck the toes. Step back into plank. Then we can lower knees, chest, chin. Roll those shoulders back for cobra. Release down. And then we can pass through to our downward dog. Beautiful. We're doing it. Excellent. Now, ground down through the right foot. Inhale, left foot up. Look between those hands, step through. This time you have an option to keep the knee up or down. We're going to do a runner's twist. So this right hand can go to the top of a block or books or down to the earth. Inhale, left arm up. Gaze can be wherever it's comfortable. Really check in. How does your neck feel? Do you want to look up to the thumb? Or is the gaze down feel better to you today? Breathe. And let's release. Flow through a chaturanga, or always feel free to skip it. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. And then finding our way back to downward dog. Keep breathing. We'll do the other side. Root down through the left foot. Inhale, right leg up. Look between those hands. Step on through. Option to keep the knee up or down. Left hand next to right foot. Inhale that right arm up. Breathe. Find your joy, your power. Really reach back through the heel of the left foot. And exhale, release. We'll flow through a vinyasa. Matching that movement with breath. And finding our way back to downward dog, taking as much time as you need to do that. Nice. Root down through the right foot. Inhale, left foot up. Look between those hands, step on through. This time, we're about to get crazy, people. Walk the hands over until you're long ways on your mat. Nice. Let me scooch over, center myself. So here, try to point the toes forward. Shift the weight forward, and we're just going to fold all the way down. Hands interlace behind the head, almost like you're on the beach drinking a pina colada. But you want to use the weight of the arms just to lengthen the neck. So just let the arms hang heavy here. Give yourself a gentle bend of the knees if you find you're locking out. You can even dance side to side. But get that beautiful fold forward. Awesome for the inner thighs, the glutes, and the hamstrings. Make sure you're grounding down through all four corners of the feet, not just the outsides. And play with shifting the weight forward towards the toes. Excellent. Release those hands. We're going to take the hands to the hips. Give yourself a little bend of your knees, and then with a flat back, we're going to slowly rise up. Engage the core, engage the inner thighs. Nice. We're here. Let's inhale, arms up. Star position. Seems so silly. It's very childlike, right? But as adults, we rarely open our arms to the sky. We rarely open our heart. This feels like a very vulnerable position. And if you're feeling that too, that is normal. Heart openers are wild because when you open up that heart, you start to feel an emotional release, an unlocking. So let's unlock. This is also really exceptional for the spine. Really good for posture. Strong legs, strong arms. And just as we do in mountain pose, tuck the lower ribs in, booty tucks under, shoulders away from the ears. Become the tallest version of yourself, almost like you're a superhero. And you're proclaiming, I'm here. I will take up space. Maybe even say it out loud. I am here and I will take up space. Feels great. Beautiful. One more deep breath here, and let's sigh it out. Inhale through the nose, and sigh it through the mouth. Then turn those left toes forward, shift the right heel back, and we're gonna make our way to warrior two. Stacking knee over the ankle, back foot is parallel to the back of your mat, almost like you're trying to rip your yoga mat in half. Pull those pinkies backwards slightly, gaze over the left arm. A powerful pose, warrior. Warrior two. Virabhadrasana two. Take a breath here. Inhale, lengthen, straight that front leg. Exhale down to warrior two. And windmill the hands down, take a vinyasa. Or meet me in downward dog. Totally up to you. Match the movement with breath. You've got this. Nice. And we'll do the other side. Root down through the left foot. Inhale, right leg up. Look between those hands. Step on through. And then we're going to slowly make our way over to the long ways of our mat. Again, check in if you want to dance it out. Bend one knee and then the other. This time, let your head hang and maybe turn the palms where the heel of the palm is facing forward, fingers face back, and you want to walk the fingertips as far as you can through your hands. Now your head may be reaching your mat, or you may be not even close. Wherever you're at, breathe. Find that ease, connect to your one-word intention. Bringing the heart down into an inversion, basically. We're breathing here. Let the head hang heavy like a bowling ball. If you need to shake it out to remind yourself, that's great. If your hair's out like me, or if you have a ponytail, this is where you mop your mat. I'm losing it. Last few breaths. And to come back, just as we came in, little bend of the knees, hands to hip. Slowly, flat back, use the core. Open up. Nice. I'm gonna turn to you, but we're gonna get our star pose again, so you're not just looking at my bum. Inhale, arms up. Find that star pose. Take up space. Turn the toes out actually this time. Feel your legs, your quads, reach up. Maybe this time gaze up. Keep breathing. If this feels vulnerable, that's great. That's where we're going for. We're opening that heart. Last few breaths here. If you find your mind wandering, connect to that one-word intention. Why are you here today? How do you feel? I'm going to turn around just so I can be on the same side as you. Let's turn those right toes forward. Bend the front knee, find your warrior two. Powerful pose. Hips are open, legs are strong. Making sure that you're not leaning too far forward or too far back, but stacking that spine. Tall version of yourself. Breathing. Inhale up, straighten the front leg. Exhale down. And cartwheel down, taking a vinyasa. Moving with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale back to downward dog. Nice. Then we're going to take the hands and slowly walk them back. Bend those knees. You're going to find yourself in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Let the head hang heavy. Maybe you grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. Maybe you hug behind those thighs, or just a nice placement of those hands on the backs of the calves. And then root through the earth, root into the ground through your feet. We're going to slowly roll up. Head should be the last thing up. Once you're up, roll your shoulders back. Nice. And now we're going into dancer's pose. Now, what I love about dancer's pose is the Sanskrit name is Nata Rajasana. Nata meaning actor, mime, or dancer. Raja meaning king. So you could also be known as Lord of the Dance pose. Any of those sounds good to me. What we're going to do is root down through the left foot. So shift all the way over to the left. Firm up through that left leg. So lift up through the knee, quad is engaged, tuck the tailbone under. And then what you're going to do is, like you're hitchhiking, thumb comes back. We're going to lift that foot and make connection to the inside of the right foot. So to the arch of the foot. Thumb is touching the big toe. You're already going to feel the heart opening here, and you may feel a deep stretch in that quad. So you can totally hang out here, or begin to reach that left arm up. Breathe. Knowing that with balancing poses, you have to listen to your body. If you want to hold on to a wall or a doorknob to find balance, that's great. And then from here, we'll inhale. On the exhale, begin to kick that foot back into the hand without moving the upper body at all. Going as high as you can, eventually maybe tilting forward. Keep breathing. Really important to press that foot into the hand. Keep going. Hips stay forward like in Warrior One. Take those flashlights, point them forward. You fall out, no big deal. Get back in safely, quietly, and slowly. We're not going to stay here much longer. You've got this. You're strong. Your heart is open. Last couple of breaths. Kick back for 3, 2, 1. Slowly, mindfully, lower down. Oh, celebrate. celebration dance. Felt good. And if that felt great to your quad, if you just hung out here, great. You're listening to your body. Your head, your heart, they're one. Nice. Let's do the other side. So shift the weight over to the right. Firm up. You want a straight, strong leg. You need a good foundation to be able to do this in a healthy way. And then hitchhike through the left side, thumb points back. So what that's doing is opening up your heart, right? We're opening up. Pick up that left foot and then hand to the arch of the foot. Already a beautiful heart opener. Bring those knees back together. Hips are straight. Hang out here. Or hold on to something that feels good and helpful. Next, inhale, bring that right arm up. One side is going to feel different than the other. This is my harder side, as I always say. We're breathing here. On your next inhale, if you want to go further, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press the foot back into the hand. Don't move that upper body. So the tendency, why I say that, keep going, is that people tend to just do this. They tilt from the hips, and you're not getting that heart opener. You're not getting that back bend here. So you want to make sure you're doing it in a healthy way. We're pushing that foot back. Eventually, maybe arm comes forward. Reaching forward. Check in with those hips. We're breathing. We're balancing. We're finding joy. Smile. Remind yourself that you're doing this for your mind and your body. There's a purpose. Last few breaths. Kick a little further for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. And roll through those ankles, celebration dance. Oh, you did it. It's not an easy pose. So, and every day is very different, especially in balances. So I feel good. Stand tall, find your mountain pose. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us. We did it. Beautiful. Oh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Your version, so it may be up on the thighs, shins, or down on the floor. Exhale, release. Walk those hands forward, bend the knees. Find your way to your downward dog. Pedal it out. Then drop the knees nice and wide. Bring your toes together. Find your extended child's pose. We're going to add on to this a little heart opener here. Take a breath. From here, turn the palms up and press into the backs of the hands. You'll feel the shoulders begin to activate. And then, if you can, bring those hands up into prayer, walk the elbows forward slightly, and give yourself that nice shark spin. Great heart opener here. Breathe. Slow that heart rate down. Last couple of breaths. And let's release. Nice and slow, finding our way back to a seated position. I'm sweaty. Whatever seated position feels good, sit really tall here. Hands back to wherever they fall naturally, or returning to where you started. once again, tune into the breath. Notice how you're feeling. Is it any different? Were you able to let go of something, even for a moment? And then I want you to inhale, open the arms up wide, wide out to the side. Energy past your own fingers into your bubble. Maybe you reached through your bubble. And then right arm comes over the left. Give yourself a hug. Feel your fingertips wrap around your back, your shoulders. Then inhale, elbows up, gaze comes up. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Open up once again. Take up space. And then left arm comes above the right. Give yourself a hug. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Open up, shake it out. Maybe it's a shimmy. Maybe it's a head roll. Whatever it is for you, listen to yourself. And take another moment for yourself. And say a little thank you to yourself for dedicating your time to your practice. And beyond just gratitude to yourself, take a deep breath in, focusing on loving yourself. Today, I am going to love myself. Why don't you try saying it with me? Today, I'm going to love myself. Beautiful. And let's bring those hands together. We'll close out our practice together. Bring those thumbs to the center of the forehead for wisdom, to the center of the mouth for freedom, and to the center of the heart, your beautiful heart, for love. Thank you for practicing with me. Thank you for choosing At Home Yoga with Nicole. New class will be out every Monday. I am grateful for you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thanks you all. Have a great day.